Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. A quick review of ES futures. Same things as I normally do. Top-down approach, starting from monthly time frame. Uh, Market is in a monthly in a long balance on a monthly time frame, trending lower. Weekly time frame, market is in a balance of 5 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but trending lower, breaking the lows of previous 2 weeks, trending lower at this particular point of time. And then on daily time frame, sorry, on daily time frame, market is in a downtrend. 1, 2, 3, it's in a downtrend at this point of time, right? Um, so I have drew this line last week and shared with some of the groups that there is a possibility of a reversal to the upside. Um, I'm not really sure whether this is still applicable, given a lot of negativity currently we are holding in the market, like geopolitical issues, and then Biden and Fed's guys are throwing a lot of shit around the market to pull it down. Um, and then on top of that, interest rate, inflation, and all that thing is coming, which is really a big concern. So we will discuss some of the nuances through market profile. Given the current pattern that we have, it's sort of a bearish on a larger time frame. So there is a huge possibility by next week we're gonna see a breakdown of this particular line, but we have to monitor this level 4260 level. What happens when this price reaches to this level, or when the breach happen of January low? I'm expecting January low will be taken out in February by at least next week, end of next week. I would say 24th of February, and the low will be taken out with the impulsive move to the downside. And then we see what happens if somebody is ready to buy the market at these prices to push the market up, because market does not go down in a straight line or does not go up in a straight line. Market always remains in a range, or kind of goes up and down. That is what we are seeing. And as I mentioned that we are into sort of heading towards bear market. People need to keep that in mind, that when we go into sort of bear market trend, there are always market always try to trade in a trading range. There are a lot of opportunities for day trader, but are not a great opportunities for the swing trader if they don't really take trades on weekly time frames at a certain key levels. So that we have to keep in mind. But day trading, it's really going amazing. Last week, I've taken a lot of gamble trade, I would say, which was a bad idea. Somehow those worked, but when I reviewed those trades, was not really a great idea. I think I was kind of taking a huge risk by doing whatever I was trying to do. I think I have to be a little bit careful, but just keep in mind that we are trending lower on all the time frames. Market is trending lower on all the time frame, monthly, weekly, daily. All right, but there will be some people who wants to buy the market to push it up, and then again it goes down. I'm still keeping this trend line intact as is, to see if somebody buys the market anytime. There is still a possibility for market to revert back to, if not to 4671 level, at least 4500 level has to be tested, given a lot of volume has been traded at this particular level. So this is like a magnet at this point of time. Now, of course, it is shifting a little bit lower to the downside, which is 4400 level, and market might trend lower again and then might pull back to this level, 4400 level at certain point of time. We're going to discuss some of the nuances through market profile. So last time when I uploaded the video, I mentioned very clearly that we have seen a reversal to the upside. There has been a buying, some buying at these levels, but it was not a great buying. So means this move that happened the other day was not sustainable move, and we have seen like market only moving like close to 150 handles, and then a lot of back and forth Russian news was coming up, that has been making market move up and down, up and down. But that should not be our focus, because uh, if you don't understand the key levels and the action reaction based on the price action, we're gonna miss a lot of trading opportunities, right? Market could be down, there will be somebody to buy. Market could be up, there will be somebody to sell, taking the advantage if market is high, right? So we will be as market is trending to a lower, so we are sort of heading towards a bear market. But that does not mean that there are other people who are not ready to buy, right? There is a lot of huge money uh, sitting on a sideline. People who has lost the opportunity to make money, they are there to invest in stocks, because stocks are quite down right now. The stocks are quite down. Certain stocks has gone even close to the pre-pandemic level. Um so of course the money will go to those kind of stocks, but at this point of time, all the large stocks, which are like fang stocks, which were holding the indexes up, those are still not gone down, which they are still up. So if they start getting faded, the market is going to have a really uh, uh, huge move to the downside. But again, it will not happen in one go. Market will not just collapse in one go, right? Nobody has got interest to push the market down except bloody Joe Biden, because he has got his own interest, to push the market. He's not there to build America. He's there to destroy the America, right? That's why whenever market goes up, you see this guy is gonna come and then he's gonna give some bad statements. He's more interested for Russia to invade the Ukraine than probably Putin has got interest. So I'm sorry, I'm discussing a little bit of fundamental here, but it's important for us to understand uh, geopolitical concern. I mean, market is, of course, inflation is high. The interest rate, they are going to increase the interest rate and all those things. Market don't give a care. Market is not cared right now. Market is focused towards Russia, Ukraine, and it is not happening. Russia, Ukraine is not happening first time. I mean, you can Google and see. There has been a lot of discussion back in 2014-15, and then what happened? What happened in Crimea time? I mean, market did not crash. Market was sort of in trading range and blasted to the upside at later on. A lot of people try, whenever there is a negativity in the news, there are other people, they want to take the opportunities to make the money, because people who got guts or dare to pick the market, they will definitely do that. They will buy the market, push the market to high, buy the short stops, probably build the short position, bring the market down. This is what happens when market goes in a trading range. The buy low, sell high. Don't try to buy in a breakouts in a bear market, I would say. Just when market is too down, you feel that market is too down, just try to buy. But again, look for a price action, right? Price action is the king. Because sometimes you can buy and market can keep trending down and down, and you have to be ensure you do not buy once the weekly levels breaches, because those levels once breach, the market makes impulsive move to the downside. Those could be very nasty. I tried sometime this week. Some worked greatly, but some were on a high risk. I could have literally had a very bad pain, because I was just going with some sort of gut feeling when market was going too down to buy. Um, just be careful, I would say. Just manage your risk and focus on price action. Whether you are using 5 minutes, 15 minutes, or a 1 hour chart, whatever you are using, whatever time frame that you are into trading, just make sure you have a right signal. That I will be more focused from next week. Now, coming back to what happened last week, we all know what happened. I mean, for me, the major thing is Bullard is giving a statement. So I assume he shorted here. I do not assume. I just believe that he bloody shorted, because it was sort of a double top, and then he's making a lot of money. I mean, all the politicians are making a lot of money, and then Joe Biden, whenever market goes up, he just comes and he just keep giving statements. He shorted here, Then he came the other day, uh, when market was trending lower, he gave a statement. Again, market sold off to the downside. So just keep those things in the mind, right? This is what happened on Friday, and I was expecting. So, so what happened on FOMC day? I took a very nice swing shot here at 74 level. This is a very common pattern that happens on FOMC meetings. I'll just open this. So overnight inventory was long. There was a counter auction to the downside, and market start holding, right? And then it was sort of making a balance. Now, of course, there could have been a possibility to market go down, but a lot of people were short here at exact location. And then the J period, I completely missed to take a long. Here I did little bit of scalping once this level break the initial balance. I just did little bit scalping, but I was not really interested to buy. And then I was cautiously waiting to build a short position for a swing, and I did had around 40 handles on half ES through CFD, which I could hold because I thought maybe if it moves further a little bit higher on 4490, I will add to my swing short, and market got sold off. This is a very common, 90% of the time this happens whenever market goes on a FOMC. This is more like a short covering, right? Short covering. A lot of people think it's people market is going high, this is buy. No, this is not a buy. People who bought here right above this level L and M, that was a weak level, that gave me even more confidence to hold my short, because I know that these characters who bought here at late later of the day, they will be sold off in the overnight session, and that is what exactly happened, right? The other day market started getting sold off as market was trending lower, so seller kept piling up, right? Market was getting short and short and short, and then what happened on Friday? Market is getting even more shorter, right? So we had a poor high, we had some weak references inside the IB range. It was a very emotional sell-off inside the IB range. So I was trying to buy around 40 level. I did some buying here, and then I had a buy limit at 4315. I thought if it could come here, I would buy and expect a extreme short covering rally, right? So I did bought on the way a little bit up, and then try to short inside the IB, because I was very sure that if price do not hold above 4360, it could actually go in the direction originally the market was going down, because that's what happens normally. So huge short covering. You see a huge short covering here. Market was trending lower, then huge short covering to the upside. So it was a very relentless, breathless short covering. So people have to ensure in bear market, if you are short in a bad location and you try to short a reversal without having price action understanding, it could be a very, very bad for you guys, because sometimes that short covering can go very bad, and it can provide the support to the market, right? The short covering can really provide the support to the market. Now what I'm expecting next week, I'm expecting at some point of time this market will trade lower, clear out all these weak references. Market failed to stay above the balance of this large balance, so I'm expecting market to come back to this lower balance, clear out all these weak references, and then we see what happens. Once all these weak references are repaired, then market might trend higher. This is an important weekly level 4321 of last week, so we see what happens here, whether market try to find a balance or start trending lower and continue the daily downtrend time frame trend to the downside. So we have a couple of resistance to the upside. 4390, 4400 is a strong resistance. 4377 is a resistance. 4440 is a strong resistance, right? So people are trapped here. People who bought here, if price comes back, they will exit, because some people still might be expecting a reversal. So if price comes back again right above these levels, so they will start exiting, and once they exit, the price will start going down automatically. So by next week, sometime by next Thursday, I'm expecting this all I'm expecting a large impulsive move to the downside to clear this weak references, and also to comply with the balance rule that we have seen. Balance breakout did not sustain above to the downside, clear all these weak references, and then we see what happens. This could also coincide with the trend line that I am showing here. It might move. If not here, there could be possibility of going back to 4520 level at least. If price start holding after breaking this, if price start holding right above this level, and then there could be possibility, once this happen, and then given the situation, then we see this maybe, coming back to the downside. um, uh, you know so these kind of scenarios might happen, but again we have to see the price action. The price action is very important. So these are two important levels that I was expecting market to revert back. I'm expecting market to revert back at some point of time, but only if this trend line holds. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you enjoy, please like it, and let me know if there is any improvement needed. Wish you all the best, uh, and good luck. Have a good trading ahead.